What's going on, people? Welcome to Sit and Run. My name is Michael Caceres, and this is my podcast. Welcome. First off, thank you, friends, family, everybody who's been listening to the show. I've gotten some pretty good feedback from you guys, so don't be afraid to send it off into the world. Send a link, like a page, like an episode, subscribe. You know how this works. All right, let's start the show. Well, that's cool, baby. I mean, you know how it is, sitting and running and whatnot. Welcome to the Sit and Run podcast. Why do you call it Sit and Run? Because I'm literally sitting down and running through information with these people. Well, can anybody listen to this podcast? Absolutely not. Parental discretion is advised. For the moment, while I'm getting candid. Now understand it. All right, dude, start the show. It's time for Sit and Run with Michael Caceres. All right, let's do this. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever the case may be. Today on the show, we got Michelle Gutierrez, singer, actress at Citrus College, putting Citrus College out on the map. I mean, there's so much talent here, it's insane. Michelle and I are actually in the same camera acting class together. That's how we met. And this girl is amazing. I mean, she can cry in a second. She can get angry in a second. I mean, she just buys into the process of acting so quickly. And I love it. I look up to her for that. So she's on the show today. We'll get to that in a second. Wow. The Cubs won the World Series after 108 years of never winning a World Series. Who cares? So anyway, me and Michelle got together and we talked about the process of acting. And it was a great conversation because Michelle is a really quiet girl, so she doesn't really open up that much. And it was pretty amazing to see her open up to me and to get to know her on a whole different level, next level stuff going on here. Yeah, so this is me and Michelle having the old chin wag. Here we go. Did you do theater in high school?
I did, yeah. I still did theater in high school and a little bit of choir as well. So I was still involved in that.
Yeah.
But I was...
Were you, like, kind of awkward?
Yeah. I mean, I had my own group of friends.
Yeah.
But I was still kind of friendly with other people, like, in the theater and, like, music department.
Exactly.
But like, I went, like, especially junior year, that was when a lot of my depression issues and anxiety came about. So
okay.
So I just
Started
became
early.
like really, I became
early.
like really withdrawn after that, even though it was like, it was really actually bad because it was to the point where like I didn't even want to do like
nothing
music. I didn't want to do nothing anymore. It got that bad, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so
I don't know what it is. I started later. Like, I didn't start going through those stupid anxiety, depression attacks until after high school. Because when I was in high school, it sounds stupid to say, but I was on top of the world. I did baseball, I did football, I did theater, so everything was going well for me. And then after that, that's when I was like, oh my gosh, who am I? I don't know what to do. Blah, 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 blah. Went through all that crap. So you went through it early.
Yeah, definitely.
But like your senior year, was it a
senior
pickup,
year, it was a little
better?
bit more of a pickup. Yeah, like I finally got my shit together and stuff. I had to go to night school actually because junior year I ditched a lot. Like I wouldn't go to class.
You were that girl.
Yeah.
You were that girl.
Yeah, I never went to class. I would always and it was like
you didn't go to class.
And it wasn't even like I would ditch to like, I don't know, get high or get drunk or anything. I didn't do anything like that. I would actually ditch class to like go to the library, or I actually like would
get away from
like the shit that was high school for me, you know.
So reading was a big thing.
Reading, yeah.
Did you write too?
A little bit here and there, but I always was like really self-conscious about it. Reading was like
your thing,
kind of like my thing. Yeah, like especially being little, growing up, it was like watching different film and TV.
Yeah.
Singing, acting, reading was like a really big
okay.
So first foray.
You kind of already knew that's who you are. That's what you want to be.
Yeah.
Okay, so senior year, during this little pickup, what productions were happening, and where did you go to high school, by the way?
I went to Covina High School.
I don't know much about their theater program. Is it a good program?
Back then, yeah, I think it was a pretty good program. It was both. It was obviously very separate. It's just like the drama program, which was called Thespians Unlimited, which everybody made fun of because people call it Lesbians Unlimited, but whatever.
Really?
Yeah, well, I thought it was, but
yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so it was like the drama department and the music department,
Yeah.
which senior year we did our first like musical theater show, like an actual musical.
What show was that?
Show, and it was Into the Woods.
Into the Woods.
And I got the role of Cinderella, and that was where, I don't know, that really like kind of propelled me
on that stage. Okay, now let me ask you this: when you're on the stage, did you ever have a problem with stage fright?
The thing is, no. And I think that was sort of kind of...
I didn't either.
...cool about it. Yeah, because growing up being really, like, shy and quiet and stuff, that's what I don't know, that's what kind of always, like, amazed me. Even, like, when I got on stage, I wasn't scared.
Yeah.
I never got, like, true... I would get anxiety, yes, or, like, not anxiety, but just, like, kind of nervous energy, later on with certain roles or whatnot, but I was never that, like... No, I was never scared to be up there.
I mean, especially with me, you kind of forget that the audience is even there,
right?
Especially when you're playing someone that's nothing like yourself. You're more worried about being that person than what's going on out there.
Right.
Like the only time I really worry about the crowd is when I'm doing stand up, because I'm doing it for the people,
for them,
not for myself. You know,
exactly.
So I'm always interested in what people do on stage, if they're freaking out the whole time, if they're so comfortable, all that stuff.
And I really don't get freaked out. I mean, again, I get the nervous energy and stuff, and I really feel like it's gotten worse over the years. I think because
there's more pressure.
There's more pressure.
As
like when you're little, you didn't really care. Like I was just like having fun the whole time.
But as soon as you figured out you're good at something, it's like, oh my god, I want to stay good. So nervous. You know, you get nervous every single time. It's weird.
Right,
It's hard to explain, but that's what it is. Hey, yo, DJ, take me to commercial break. Commercial, bro. I don't know. Listen, I might have offended some Cubs fans out there. And look, I'm a Dodger fan, all right? The Dodgers lost to the Cubbies in the playoffs. So, I'm a little upset about that. So... the Cubs winning the World Series, is it a great thing for them? Yeah, sure, but but here's the thing. If the Cubs didn't win the World Series, would it have made a difference? You know, is 108 years not winning the World Series, would 109 really made a difference? I don't know. Maybe I'm just upset that the Dodgers didn't win it. I don't know. All right, let's get back to the show.
And I think thank God for my Nino Gabriel. He was like telling me, like giving me kind of like this little lecture, like, oh no, like go to a community college, because they're like, you can make the decision if you want to like, you know, transfer to a 4-year or just like stay there
and
for
take it into the next step. Exactly.
And I was like, oh, and then like it just made perfect sense. I was like, why? And Citrus is right there, and I know about their theater and their music program. I was like, why didn't I do this a long time ago? But I was like, okay,
exactly.
So I just finally went for it.
So did you started slow when you got here? Did you take acting classes first? Did you take choir first, or did you just jumped right into the women's ensemble?
The first like 2 years I was here, it was kind of all about music. My original major, I guess, was music. The first semester I took a musical theater techniques class, which was so much fun. Theater techniques? Musical theater techniques. Yeah, it taught it. That one was actually really beneficial. It taught me a lot about just like the whole audition process. Obviously it was only for like musical theater auditions, but I mean it was still really beneficial in how you just present yourself, professionalism and all that, and like gearing up and
like a confidence booster in a way.
Basically. So I took that. I took like musicianship and harmony and like music fundamentals. So it was all music. In that second semester, that's when I did Legally Blonde. So I pretty much did dive in head first with music. It wasn't really acting at first. It was just music. And so I did women's ensemble and like my other, you know.
Well, let me ask you about your pop solo. What is that?
Pop solos, it's pretty much in every music ensemble. At least with women's, we had to do it every semester. And we basically had to choose a song that kind of best
suited yourself.
And then it could be really any genre, but I ended up picking up a lot of just like musical theater songs just because I liked musical theater.
And you performed it though, like you were the lead of that pop solo. Yeah.
Yeah.
What song was it?
It was well, the first year I ever did one, it was called it's from a musical called Tick Tick Boom, which was written by Jonathan Larson. He also did Rent. It's called Come to Your Senses. That was probably my first like major pop solo. And yeah, it was nice. It was very cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to be. Yeah, I had to know about that because it just sounded like it was a big thing.
Yeah.
So then Women's Ensemble is over. You did your 3 years. You got your confidence with the singing. Yes. Acting. When does acting start? Because that's where we started together.
Yes. So
I always think of you as an actress first, just because you're so amazing. So that's just I don't know. It's just kind of hard to explain. Did you take stage acting stuff first, or did you jump right into camera acting with Neil Weiss like a crazy person?
Right. Okay.
What did you do?
During, I think it was my second year of women's, I did take stage acting one because I really wanted to kind of like jump back into acting, because acting was just always like in the back of my mind. Like I knew I wanted to do it, but.
And this is with Sherry.
This is with Sherry.
Wow.
So I did a scene and whatnot, and then I went back to women's and like just continued on with that. Last year, summer 2015, I got a call, or actually I got a text from Jackie Friedel, who's starting.
Ooh, she's the greatest.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. She can do it all.
We went to high school together, so we've known each other. We've known each other since middle school, actually. So,
oh, really? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So she texted me asking about somebody dropped out of a scene. We're doing a production actually out in North Hollywood, and I really need you.
Oh my gosh.
For a scene. Do you think you could do it? I know it's kind of a tough script, but can you do it? I was like,
what scene was it?
This was called The Universal Language, in a series of in a short play. I forgot the name of it, but it's called but it's by David Ives. And All in the Timing by David Ives.
All in the Timing? Okay.
All in the Timing by David Ives. And it's a series of like 6 short scenes or whatnot. I was in The Universal Language with Ryan Jones. That's where I first met. That's where I first met Ryan Jones. It was a very interesting script.
And hold on, who else was in that?
Well, that's where I first met basically a lot of the like cream of the crop of our theater department.
So Ryan Jones, you got Jackie. Who else is in there?
That's where I first met Kevin Williams.
That guy's awesome.
Nathan Gonzalez, Alex Durazo.
The all-star team.
Basically.
The whole talent, great group of people.
And like I met like Sean Wagner there, and Robert, and
oh heck yeah.
Kira. Like that's where I met like pretty much Abel. I met like
yes. Yeah. Yeah. The all-star group, like the talent. Right. I look up to all those people. So I love them all.
Definitely, yeah.
That's pretty cool. So so you did that scene. What was that scene about? I mean, that was last minute thing. Yeah. To go perform that in North Hollywood. This isn't Citrus College.
Right. Yeah.
This isn't like a little thing. This is North Hollywood. So what was your character? What did you do?
My character was named Dawn. Ryan Jones was Dawn, D-O-N. And it was about this woman with a really bad stutter, and she goes in to learn this like new language to kind of like how boost her self-confidence or self-esteem or whatnot. Yeah. But Ryan Jones, who plays Dawn, is he's a con artist at first. He's just kind of like making up this like made up language or whatnot just for like money or whatnot. Yeah. But they kind of actually just end up like he ends up actually like falling for her, because like then she gets to like really kind of know the language, and it's kind of a funny scene towards the end. We started doing this like made up language, right? Yeah. And I had to basically do kind of like an orgasm basically, because like it was like a climax.
Hell
and then like so that was interesting. That was really fun.
That's the good stuff. So you fell in love with that, that character.
Definitely, yeah.
Beautiful. Where does camera acting come in? So
I did that in the summer, and then I'm done with women, so I'm like, ooh, I can just like dive in head first with acting. Like, I'm just gonna be taking like acting classes now. So
you're on the top. You're good. You know, like you know that you're good at something. It's time to you know, move on and try something else.
Right, exactly. So I took I think I was like stage acting too at that time or something. I took stage acting, improv, on camera I've been like eyeing that class. I've been eyeing that class for like 2 years actually, but
acting?
But I'd never gotten like the time and day to do it, and I was like, no, this is like now finally the time. I was really fucking intimidated at first. I was
because you hear the rumors. You hear how crazy this guy is, this professor who cares so much, and people are so scared to do it. You know, man, I love that class. I still shake sometimes when when I go into that classroom. That's how awesome he is. So you finally did it.
So I finally did it. I'm actually in a class with him. And I'm really intimidated at first, but I'm so excited though, because I'm just like, because it's obviously what I love to do, and I'm just like ready to just like absorb and learn all I can or whatnot,
and just dive into it.
So that semester was amazing. I learned so much about myself and me as a performer and a person. So long story short, that was like last year. That was last semester. So like so after women's, I just like delve headfirst into acting, and it's been that way ever since. And now within this past year, I really realized like this is what I want to do. I feel like I'm an actress first. I'm an actress that loves to sing as well. I don't know. I think nowadays I just have like, I'm really reevaluating a lot of things, and I just have like a much more appreciation for like the little things.
It's just, oh man, it's just anything can happen. You know, anything can happen. So you kind of have to, you know, I'm starting to realize this now, is that, you know, my dad told me no matter what you do, you got to give it 110%, no matter what, because you never know when it's going to be your last opportunity to do whatever the heck you want to do. Did you eat?
I didn't, actually.
You want to go eat?
Yeah.
All right, let's go get something to eat. I want to thank you for taking the time to do this with me.
Thank you.
Yeah, this was so much fun. I love you to death. You know, you're always gonna be someone in my life who I look up to and who I can talk to. So let's get the hell out of here and go get something to eat.
Yes.
I'm starved.
All right.
What do you want?